got to give everything a minute or two here to start working, and then we'll get going. So just a few minutes. I'm aware that the radar is not working there, guys, but again, that will start working here shortly. No worries. Just starting, so we're going to allow everybody to join the stream here, so I don't sound like a broken record trying to explain what's going on. But thanks for joining in today. I'm in Kansas right now, north of Greensburg. Take a look at Radar Omega here. We've got a storm to our south. Our location's there in the middle of the map. That storm's got a special weather statement on it, but it's nothing really to write home about. There's a couple of... Sorry, there's just a bunch of flies in here, and it's getting ridiculous. There's a couple of storms up to our north, but none of them are really very interesting. So right now I'm heading north, but the more that I head north, the more that I'm almost tempted to drop south toward that little storm right there. But time will tell. Really kind of a tough forecast today. Everything's kind of crummy. The gamble here is that maybe going north will allow us to just see something here in the short term, and then in the amount of time that we're up here fiddling around, maybe those storms to the south will get their act together. We don't want to just go after that big squall line, folks. That's just a little bit of wind and maybe kind of a crummy looking shelf cloud. We want to see if we can find something better than that today. We're going to be live tomorrow again, so don't worry if today sucks. We got tomorrow. I'm headed toward Kinsley right now. I'm actually about half tempted to pull over for a minute though. New special weather statement on the storm behind us. I don't think our tornado threat is that great right now, but if we look in the Radar Omega app at the live cyclone port data, you see the temperature is approximately 82 degrees Fahrenheit with a dew point of just about 60. That's about a 20 degree temp dew point spread. I usually like to see that temp dew point spread around 15 or less for tornadoes, but that's not necessarily the way it has to be. So I'm not ruling out tornadoes. I'm just saying I don't think that they're super likely right now. At least not given the current environment. But big hail is definitely a risk. I've actually got a new mesoscale discussion out here, so if you give me a couple of minutes, folks, I'll figure that out for you. I'll give you a look behind us. Those are those little storms back to our south. A little bit of a slow start again like yesterday. But that's just kind of how this usually goes. But again, live inside the Radar Omega app as always. And those storms are rocketing off to the northeast. Very windy out here though today. Severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for northwest, north central Kansas, a couple of counties in extreme eastern Colorado. Those will probably be dropped. But this watch extends into parts of Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota. Very large area of potential severe weather today. The Lubbock to Vernon, that corridor between Vernon and Lubbock, Texas tomorrow, is probably going to be our target for tomorrow. So that's going to be it's okay. That's what we're here for. Quite some time since I've driven through here, or at least this little portion of Kansas. I promise things will get going here. We just got to be a little patient. It's still quite early in the day. It's only just after 5. Oftentimes we don't see these storms out here reaching mature severe status until later in the day, 7, 8 o'clock. So we just got to be a little patient with these, and something will happen eventually. Don't know what, but something will. This is the best view that I've got right now of those storms to the south. It don't look all that impressive from the vehicle here. God, this wind is just awful to drive in, guys. Holy cow. It's pushing me all over. The National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center is going to be extending the watch for southern and central Kansas. Basically, if those areas not in the watch will get it. They're just saying the risk for all hazards are increasing this evening. A new watch is likely. I would expect maybe a tornado watch. But if not, probably just, it could be more likely a high-end severe thunderstorm watch, or I should say a higher-end severe thunderstorm watch. But I'm not going to speculate on that, as we'll let the Storm Prediction Center do their jobs and issue whatever watch they're going to issue. But they are going to be issuing one for areas to the south and southeast of that current watch. Another look at Omega here, folks. You can see those storms to our south. Not super impressive on radar by any means. They're clustering together. It's a problem that we had yesterday, but we still need to keep an eye on them. Storms to our south on radar kind of look crappy. Heading up toward Kinsley, this was actually my original target, but I just kind of stopped in Greensburg and not much was happening, so I just stayed there for a little while. This event really hasn't even gotten started. There's some miscellaneous severe thunderstorm warnings up north, yeah, but you know what, guys? Good God, look at this. That little storm just rocketed off to the northeast. It's probably not surface-based. This one here. That just blew off to the northeast like nobody's business. No catching that. We may just want to stop. I think the play is going to be those south storms. But I could be wrong. So I'm going to proceed slowly. Absolutely not in any sort of a hurry here. Off to the north. I think I want to continue going north. Once we get Kinsley, we may turn around. But I'm going to proceed slowly here. That way, if we do turn around, we're not retracing our steps too much. But that's just how this goes, guys. That's how storm chasing is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, this is literally how it works. It's just a bunch of driving around to try to stay in the middle of everything, and then when there's a storm or something that you know is going to be worthwhile, then you drive toward that one. On 183 currently. Yeah, going north. We're not gonna go past Kinsley unless we have a reason. Probably could just stop right here, honestly. But there's really not a lot of spots to just pull off. God, this wind, guys. Super windy day. I mean, it's Kansas. I mean, what do you expect? But really strong non-thunderstorm winds out here. I would say it was a successful chase yesterday. You know, we got on that tornado. It wasn't a tornado warning. Almost tornado-producing storm. It didn't do it, but it almost did. It was darn close, guys. Darn close. So I consider that a win. And we had a lot of, good handful, there's baby cows over there. Good handful of new subscribers and channel members. So you folks helped make it a success, so thank you. That storm to our south again. It's looking a little better. It's updraft here to the north, which is odd. Normally I would expect it to be the south updraft, but that's alright. Things don't always follow the rules. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm not moving with much energy here. I'm really thinking that it's going to be these south ones. But again, we kind of got to hedge north a little bit. Those ones to the south are going to need some time to mature. So I kind of, by putting us north a little bit here, and possibly having, even though we're going to have to backtrack probably, it's still going to allow us to favor either target, I guess. Okay, problem solved. Going south. I'll let this wide load by and then we're gonna go. Really should have whipped out in front of this guy, but I didn't think I was going to make it. Now we're going to have to pass this wide load.
Severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Ford County and southwestern Kansas, Kiowa County and south central Kansas until 6 p.m. At 5:20, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles southeast of Buckland, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Hazards include 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Radar indicated. Impact will be hail damage to vehicles is expected, and expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near Mullensville around 5:25 and Greensburg around
life, my decision easier. We'll just go south. Severe thunderstorm warning issued. Thank you, Dodge City Weather Service, for making my decision for me. Fantastic. All right, new target, South Storm. Screw that crap to the north. Not dealing with it. Even though I thought that was actually going to be the better target initially, but whatever. It's all good. I think that's what everybody thought too. Kansas was like completely obliterated by a tornado back in, I believe it was 07. Ran into a couple of locals that were around for it and talked to them for a good hour and a half in the parking lot today in Greensburg. I tell you what, people have not forgotten about it. These people down here that witnessed it they remember it like it was yesterday. So, but that's the thing about this part of the country, though, is you've got some of the nicest people in the country out in this part of the interior part of the country here. Basically Tornado Alley seriously has some of the nicest people in the world. Ran into some really nice people out here today. What are the odds we can get around this wide load? We really need to. This guy's got a load of crushed cars. If we can get around him. I think he's slowing down because I think he's getting the hint that we kind of want to sneak around him. Yeah, he is. So you can tell a professional from a 21-year-old snob with a CDL. Try to get around that. I think it's a almost like a cotton picker. Something. Maybe it's a corn planter. I can't tell. Whatever this wide load is, we'll get around him here. Barely a wide load. Barely. Passing those cows again. Yeah, this appears to be... What the frick is this thing? Soybean planter, it looks like. We'll get over this hill, then we'll sneak around them. Welcome everybody. Trying to get down to the flying. Oh, we got a view of the base. How nice. You guys see that? Think of a couple people that would be screaming tornado right now. Oh my god, tornado, it's a cloud. No, not a tornado, just a low-hanging cloud. There's a pretty low-hanging cloud under that base over there. going to zoom in quite a bit. Looks like maybe that's behaving as a bit of a left split. I don't know. What a mess. This thing's a mess. Not seeing a whole lot on radar that's getting me excited with it. But this thing's probably going to be the next reasonable candidate for organized severe weather. With a rooftop view for a second. Oh, these flies in here are terrible. I left my windows down for like a half an hour and just, they all came in. Ridiculous, I tell you. No front face, can't see anything right now with the trees. Yeah, I don't see anything on radar that's got me concerned or anything, but need to monitor it. We're not necessarily in for, you know, a guaranteed tornado risk or anything, but some large hail I think is almost a given. Getting our first glimpses of this thing right now.
460 guard 1044 westbound K156 to 92 with a black Ford Expedition. Unknown state. Young Nora Williams 645. Young Nora Williams 645. I think it's Nebraska.
Blackford Expedition through Nebraska.
Alright, they just issued a new severe watch.
Ford Expedition, black in color, showing an expiration for 2024. Expired to Peerless Energy Systems out of Omaha. It's negative in CIC at 1729.
Oh, these flies are terrible. Yeah, once we get around this corner up here, we're just going to have to pass this guy, and he'll have to move over just a little bit.
1013, National Weather Service in Dodge City is issued a severe thunderstorm.
He's got a little room there with his width to scoot over a bit when we go around him.
Southeastern Edwards and northeastern Clark counties until 6
You just can't do 35 the whole way, I know that's for sure.
Again, the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Ford, Kiowa, southwestern Edwards, northeastern Clark counties until 6 p.m. At 5:20, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles southeast of Buckland, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail are associated with the storm. Emergency state concluding 1064, 1730.
Problem is this guy can't move over right now because there's a bunch of, he kept coming across these darn signs. Alright, screw this. Dirt road. We're just going to go around him on our own. It's not necessarily his fault. Well, his pilot car ain't doing a very good job, but whatever. We'll go down this dirt road before it gets wet. Shouldn't take much to get ahead of him. He's only doing 35 in the 65, so in theory, if we can go 36, we'll be ahead of him. Base of our storm over there, see it? Severe thunderstorm warning is for 2.5-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind. Alright, so we're going to need to be careful with this one, guys. 2.5-inch hail will cause some pretty significant issues. pretty storm. Alright, try not to crash the truck here, trying to get this fly out. Try to shimmy around this thing and get on the southeast side of it without destroying the vehicle. Road is literally deep sand. Ick. Do not want to be on it when it's wet. Glimpses of this as we go. I'm going to see if I can get east on one of these roads. So whatever paved road is east of here that runs north-south, probably 33rd Ave. This road's going to be terrible when it's wet. Go ahead and take this route, or this road. What a pretty storm. I'm going to try to go east. Try to go east, and then here we have a north-south road, and we'll try to use that. That'll keep us a little ways away from the hail core, and give us hopefully a good view once this thing approaches. Continue east here. Yep. This is going to be our last option before we go into the rain core, and I don't want to be on those nasty roads in the rain. approaching that, what I assume is a paved road. If it's not paved, it's most likely really good shape gravel, though. Beautiful looking storm. Thunderstorm watch goes until 11 p.m. Looks a little more tame on radar. Still warned for tennis ball size hail, but I wouldn't be surprised if they reduce that down a little bit. Yep, and this road appears to be paved.
With this heavy hail in it, the majority of that cell was already north of 54 Highway, headed northeast in the county. 201 is going to come in behind it over around 17. I'm on 183 going north, see if we can parallel it and see what we see. But right now I'm not seeing any large hail, just heavy rain.
It sounds like these cops want to lose their windshield.
10-4, I will let them know.
Don't think they realize that's probably about what's going to happen. Wow, beautiful shot here. Look at this, guys. Nobody's behind us. We should be safe from the hail here. Or the really big stuff anyway. There is an east option down here. I want to go ahead and take it. Try to get east over to the next north-south paved road. Yeah, they've just lowered it down to 2-inch hail. That seems pretty reasonable. I'll see what this road looks like. If it doesn't look doable, then we'll just go north and track north with it. coming up to that road. See what it looks like. If it looks terrible, like I said, I'll just go north and we'll just get back out of the rain and get out ahead of it. So the plan is to get east of it so we can see the north and the south side if we choose. So just we'll get a better view of it here. We just got to reposition a little bit. I just don't know how this road is down here. Raining really hard, so if this road is dirt, I probably don't want to mess with it. Gravel or dirt? That's horribly slimy dirt too. We're actually sliding right here. Yep, so screw that. So we're just gonna go back north, which is fine. This will work out just as good. I just wanted, that was ideal, but that's all right. We tried.
Copy, too late.
10-4, 1748.
got some really small hail trying to come down. Let's see it bounce.
Line, it appears that that cell that's producing the large hail has already crossed over into Edwards County. Yeah, it looks like it's 3 miles right after it. Yeah, it's 10-4. Here on the county line at 183, show remnants of up to marble-sized hail. Nothing there. There was a spot on 17 out.
Is that a stop sign up here? No, just turn. Oh, is this road paved? If it's paved, I may take it back to 183. Yeah, it's paved, and it's probably the only paved one, so we're going to have to take this back to 183. I'm going to try to sneak by this truck. He's got plenty of room to stay on his side, so it should not be a problem. At least I think this is paved. Yeah, it is. It's not in the best shape. Extending the warning.
The National Weather Service in Dodge City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Pawnee County in south central Kansas, northwestern Stafford County in south central Kansas, southeastern Rush County in central Kansas, central Edwards County in south central Kansas, until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:53 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Centerview, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 2-inch hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. This is a radar indicated threat. Affected people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near. Winds around 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Soon around 6:10 p.m.
the way up there almost to Great Bend. We'll get back on 183, head up toward Kinsley. So we'll be on the proper side to view this storm now. I wanted to get on the south side, so I've been trying to do this whole time. And warning is for 2-inch hail still. This road should look familiar. Just came up with it. Storm's behaving a bit like a left split, but it's starting to get that supercell appearance back to it again, kind of, but it's really messy looking. Not very impressive by any means. So we'll see what it looks like once we get up here a ways. Get headed north, we'll be able to catch up to it pretty quick.
California 28. Just returning. Negative CIC. Some on file. Trying some alternate ways. Just confirming the tag I copied. Adam Ocean Adam 027 Mendora. 757.
Somebody just pull up from us. Yeah, we'll be heading north here in just a minute. This road kind of loops around a bit. To make that curve here.
Colorado, Eating King Ocean 923, Eating King Ocean 923, beyond the Pacific
Really not even that impressive on the backside.
For that 28 clear. 1042. 42 at 1759.
So that is the backside of our severe warned storm right now. Give you a camera view from the roof. I know there's some water on the lens, but that's because it's raining out. They just upped this warning for 3-inch hail.
A severe thunderstorm was located very near Lewis, moving north.
National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for this area until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Saving Time for destructive 3-inch size hail. Take shelter in a sturdy building away from windows.
I just got to get around this guy.
Will be severely injured.
Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Pawnee County, northwestern Stafford, southeastern Rush, and central Edwards counties until 6:45 at 5:53. A severe thunderstorm was located near Centerview, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. 2-inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts were associated with the storm. Emergency taking place at 1800.
Launch plan, it'll be 10.4 tonight.
41801.
Yes, it's capable of 3-inch hail. It's going to be going over Lewis and Belpre along Highway 50 up there, it looks like.
2022.
Building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Kansas, Edwards, and Stafford. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 702, effective until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties in Kansas: Barber, Comanche, Edwards, Harper, Kinlan, Kiowa, Grant, and Stafford. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, severe thunderstorm.
A couple of storms down there near Greensburg still, but none of them are of this caliber.
Counties in Kansas: Barber, Comanche, Edwards, Harper, Kinlan, Kiowa, Grant, and Stafford. The severe thunderstorm warning for northern Iowa and south central Edwards counties will expire at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storm which prompted the warning has moved out of the area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Central Daylight Time.
Probably head up there toward Larned, I don't know how you guys say it down here.
The following counties in Kansas: Edwards, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time from Pawnee, northwestern Stafford, southeastern Rush, and eastern Edwards counties. At 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located very near Lewis, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour.
Communications 117.
North of northeast Edwards, Pawnee counties.
Setting up post office, Lewis calling advisory hail from all those windows on the south side there.
Somebody called the cops saying that all their windows are broke out near Lewis. That's not good.
I don't have any broken windows. I've got broken shutters on the outside. I've got a broken window in my patrol vehicle when we get into the garage.
Well, no wonder you got a broken window in your patrol vehicle, dude. You literally drove into the hail. Like, I literally heard you a few seconds ago, or a few minutes ago. Those are the ones that were saying, oh, yeah, we'll just go up here parallel and see what happened. Well, they weren't joking about the hail, guys. Holy Christ.
Effective until midnight Central Daylight Time Wednesday.
radio is still going off. Going across the Arkansas River right now. I'm gonna go east and then north, I think, to Larned. See if we can see any hail on the road east of town up here. So here's the route. We could go up 56, but I want to actually go east and then north. What a nice triangle.
56, I want to head back towards jail. Do you need me to bring you something for your vehicle? Plastic and gun papers? No, I'm going to run it down to my parents' 42. Robert, 5822.
Wait, this is Kinsley.
Yeah, 41 to pick you up and bring you back in after the other one. Where'd you live?
Oh shoot, I'm sorry guys, I didn't realize I had you stuck on radar.
Yeah,
Sorry.
4 out kind of crossing. Be there sort of. Yep.
Turn right onto US 50 East, East 10th Street.
Yeah, well, this is better because it says to the north it's all road work anyway. So I don't, road work and storms usually are not a good thing.
US 50 East for 18 miles.
Causes all sorts of traffic jams. Obviously. We'll be going through the area that the hail fell. I have to, now this guy's turning. Oh, this guy's turning all of a sudden. Okay. Trying to find. Holy cow, this guy's going really slow. Lord. A lot slower than I thought he was going. We're getting a little better position here shortly. We'll probably either go north out of Lewis or Belle Pre, I'm not sure which. Everybody decided.
Getting me a little bit there less, or we head out?
New severe warning and includes Great Bend. They've issued that for 2-inch hail in anticipation of the storm. here, but I think we're just a little bit west of where the core passed. It's pretty warm out, so the hail could have melted too. It'll be interesting to see if there's any hailstones on the road. Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate all of our channel members, our super chatters, our PayPal contributors, and Radar Omega users. See if any of these vehicles coming down the road are have any hail damage to them.
Hey, I'm gonna cruise through Lewis, check few things out, and when you get ready, head that way.
Storm's pulling away from us a little bit here, so we gotta keep moving. Cloud associated with it. That is our storm right there. Very dense. Still warned for 3-inch hail, which it sounds like. Oh yeah, there's some big hail. Oh shit, yeah, there's at least tennis ball size hail over there in the grass, but we blew right by it. There's no stopping for it now. But I only saw a couple, but they were big stones, at least tennis ball size. Oh yeah, here we go. If I see a big cluster of them on the road again, I'll stop, but we just don't have time to stop unless there's an easy one to grab. The fact that these stones have been on the ground for probably 5 minutes or so now and they're still tennis ball size, it's definitely possible they were in fact bigger. Oh yeah, there's significant hail damage over there. I can't move the camera to show you every house, guys. There's only like 2-3 houses, but the significant damage to the south-facing siding on those houses back there. I can't get the camera off of the mount quick enough every time I see something, you know. We just don't have time to go back and look, unfortunately. But yeah, the siding was all knocked off and shredded on 2 or 3 houses back there. We'll go north out of Belpre. around this van. They don't have their headlights on even though it's raining. And they're driving kind of weird here. Get around them probably best. Fly, I tell you. Nope, not doing that. Still hail. Oh yeah, there's more hail on the road here. You guys, I don't know if you guys can even see it. We're driving, so we're driving 65 miles an hour. So, but it's definitely there on the right shoulder. I don't know if you can even pick that up, but it's there. Those are all about golf ball size. Quite a bit of it, too. Make out a little bit of structure back in our storm. This thing's rocketing off to the northeast. Holy smokes. Looks like the core is passing over Larned right now. Got 4 miles till we can head north. We're only about 10 minutes or so behind this storm. We can definitely catch it. I can have a nice sunset with this thing here in a couple or maybe an hour or so. Should be making that turn here in like a minute or so. We'll have a better view. Look at the radar loop. So we're coming into Belle Cree right now. A bit elevated, I think. Just shooting off to the northeast. Good lord. Here's 19. This is our road.
Locations impacted include Paradise and Waldo. It's outdoors.
Kansas 19
Shelter inside a building. The storm may intensify, so be certain to monitor local radio stations and available television stations for additional information and possible warnings from the National Weather Service. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight for central Kansas. A strong thunderstorm will impact northeastern Iowa, southwestern Stafford, southeastern Edwards, and northwestern Prairie Counties at 6:45 p.m. At 6:09 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking.
Everybody in that parking lot over there still had their windshield, so that's good. Make out just a little bit of structure under this too.
The following impacts are expected. Winds could knock down trees and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. The strong thunderstorm will be near. Drown scale around 6:20 p.m.
We're only about 10 miles or so from Larned, so we'll be able to get up there in a pretty quick time.
Shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight for south central Kansas. Here's the look at weather conditions at 6 p.m. The report from Elmore was not against.
Just a quick note, this is going to be due to the weather. Those front window and back windshields are busted out due to the storm. She is a five-star hospital under Copper with work. As she works for a group that was transporting a juvenile female, she did advise that there might be some pets on the juvenile's lawn. I believe they're just getting some reports that this is what happened. I kind of quote, just for information.
Everybody, we're on the home stretch. We'll continue with this one. Watching for any development down to the south, but not seeing it really. There is a storm to our south, but it's really nothing to write home about just yet. But thanks for choosing to watch our channel. We appreciate our viewers immensely, folks. Thanks again. So we've been following this left split here for like an hour and a half now, I think. Issuing new warnings on it, way out ahead of it.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Barton County until 7:15 p.m. At 6:24 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Pawnee Rock, or 8 miles northeast of Larned, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour.
warning this well in advance. This might even make it to I-70, who knows. Looks like it might have weakened a little bit, though. The hail core might have weakened a little bit over the past couple of cycles. Not a very photogenic storm. We're actually in the spot where we should see the most structure. You know, this literally should be the best view of this storm right now, and it's not much to look at. If you check out the front-facing camera, you see this white core up in there just to the right of the road, that white shaft. That's most likely the hail shaft. Most likely the left edge of the hail shaft. Once we get to Larned, I'm going to head northeast toward Great Bend. At some point here, I think we'll probably have to pick a different target, because I think the storm's going to just kind of run itself out. But expecting maybe some more linear development soon. Thanks, Barbara, for your support and your super chat. Appreciate all of our super chatters for helping fund the channel. And without you guys, we wouldn't be here, so thanks, everyone. Of course, if you're new here, you may want to consider subscribing to the channel. We're over 107.2 thousand subscribers. Obviously, the more the better, because the more subscribers we have, the more people receive this content. You can also like the video on your way in. Might get gas up here in Larned as well. Duck just flew across the road. Okay. Kind of a pretty looking storm, though. Still warned for baseball size hail. Looks like 2.5 to 2 3/4 inches is probably going to be more likely, though. Starting to get in a little bit of haze and mist up here. Might get some future development here, just maybe 20 or so miles to our west. I don't know. Kind of models were hinting at kind of a secondary round, maybe, around 8 p.m. or so, forming somewhere near Dodge City or Great Bend. So we'll see if that comes to realization or not. Still heading toward the storm right now, but we may want to start paying attention up here for any hail damage in Larned. It would have occurred about 8 minutes ago. Thanks, Christine, for your super chat. And, more importantly, thanks for watching. There's so many low-lying clouds around this thing, guys. You just can't even see the actual updraft tower. Kind of sucks. Just coming into the south side of Larned here any second.
Communication for address 114. 114. RP from that accident just now is needing a phone call. You might make sure these are case numbers.
Why don't I let anyone use my footage? Because, well, this sounds like a sarcastic answer, and it's not, but it literally costs $65,000 a year. Yeah, $65,000 US dollars a year in fuel, hotels, server costs, equipment, breakdowns, maintenance vehicles, insurance. So if I just let some other YouTuber or Twitch streamer or somebody use my video and I don't get anything in return for it, I don't think that's fair. Well, because those folks are going to get the super chats and the ad revenues and stuff. I'll be frank, that's why I don't work with people like Ryan Hall anymore. Like Ryan and I used to work together, and it just got to the point where it wasn't going to be fair for me to ask for the compensation that I needed for those lost views or views on his channel based on what he's willing to budget for. Because if everybody goes and watches the stream somewhere else, then there's nothing on my channel for them to watch, and we need people on my channel, obviously, to run the business. So that's why I don't let people use my stuff unless there's an agreement in place that involves finances. Just simply because, like I said, guys, it's $65,000 a year. So you can imagine the amount of money that's got to come into the business to cover that, plus feed myself and my 2 kids and my girlfriend and my family. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do that, and that's why I copyright strike everybody that illegally steals our content, because that's not fair to our viewers. Because if I can't run this business and keep it afloat, then all of our viewers they don't have anything to watch. So I have to safeguard and protect everything we do on this channel really, really heavily. So that's basically why. And that's not supposed to sound sarcastic. I know it kind of does, but it's not. No intention of that. It's just very, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and it's not even a money thing. There is so much mental and physical effort that goes into running a business like this that I just can't see it die out by just giving everything away. That's really the only reason. No, Ryan Hall was not taking advantage of me. Guys, I did not say that, folks. All right, back up a minute. I never, ever, here's the thing, if it doesn't come out of my mouth, I didn't say it, right? So I never said Ryan Hall took advantage of me. The amount of loss that I was potentially experiencing on big, high-risk days could have been $2,000, and I can't reasonably call up Ryan and say, hey, bro, I need $2,000 from you today for you to use 16 seconds of my video. That's just stupid, right? That makes no sense. That's not a good business move for me or him. I can't invoice somebody. Plus, you don't always know the amount of money that you're losing, because we have so many different ways that people watch and interact and contribute, right? So I never know exactly how much is being lost. So that's why I just keep it here. No, I never ever said or intended to say that Ryan Hall was taking advantage of me. Never said that. Just literally all I said was it's not. I just can't work with a bunch of YouTubers or streamers because I can't reasonably ask for the amount of money that I could potentially be losing by doing that. It's not fair, and it's also disrespectful of these other people to assume that they've got 500, 1,500, 2,000, whatever it might be at the end of the day lying around. I can't do that. And sometimes people get upset because they're saying that I'm being harmful to the warning process because I should be in this to warn the public. Well, I am in this to warn the public. We're warning 761 people right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, in order to be out here warning the public, I have to have income. So I can't just give it away, or I can't be out here to warn the public. It's a chicken versus the egg, which came first debate that goes up on the internet all the time. So it's just, you know, we do our part. You know, we don't have to simulcast everywhere to warn the public because, you know, you've heard it. You know, we render medical assistance, we call 911, we call the weather service, we do all that. So that's how we warn the public here. I'm driving in town right now, guys. I'm just trying to see if there's any damage, but I'm not seeing any. I do see a lot of little sticks and leaves down, but I don't see any damage. That doesn't mean that there isn't any. I'm just not seeing it.
Then you will arrive at your destination.
So I'm taking a bit of a detour. That's not a hailstone. That's a piece of tinfoil. Bit of a detour through town here. You can see these lots of leaf debris on the ground. Probably get back to the highway now. Yeah, there's some branches down, but I don't see any. I don't see anything crazy. If anybody's heard reports of anything in Larned, you're welcome to pass them along. But I haven't seen anything here. Just you can tell that some big hail's been through here, though, by the amount of leaf debris that's been shredded. I don't see really many big hailstones. I see some small hailstones, maybe quarter size, 1 inch. That's about it. If we go to the left on this road, it should take us to the highway. If I see some big hailstones, you bet we'll stop and pick them up, but I don't see any, guys. There are some down there in the ditch, but they're not that big. I'm looking for those baseball-sized hailstones that they're talking about, but I'm just not seeing them. They could have melted by now, but I'm paying attention to all the cars that I'm seeing, and I don't see really any parked cars that have busted-out windshields or anything. So I'm not saying that the hail wasn't big. I'm just saying that the damage doesn't appear to be too bad. Keep in mind, though, too, sometimes big hail can, you can have big hail, but it's not necessarily always going to break things. It can be kind of slushy and a bit mushy and not really break things. It kind of splatters versus cracking, So that's something to keep in mind. Debbie, thanks for your super chat. No, we're not too far behind the storm to find big hail. Absolutely not. This storm's moving really, really quick. It came through Larned at, let me find a time for you. About 10 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago or so is when it looks like it dumped its core in this area. So we're not too far behind it. No, we could find a couple bigger stones. I've found baseball-sized hail 20 minutes after a storm before. But usually the hail has to be pretty dense for it to survive that long without melting. So, we could see some tennis balls here like we saw earlier, but I don't think we're going to see anything bigger than that. But I'm not even seeing that. So I don't know. This storm's kind of dying. I don't even see really any hail accumulations. I think this thing dumped its hail core over Larned and kind of moved out of here. See, here's a radar loop of it over the past 30 minutes or so. Won't it be melted at 7? Okay, well, here's the problem, guys. If we're gonna sit here and nitpick about everything I say, I'm not gonna be out here doing this. Won't it melt in 10 minutes at 70 degrees Fahrenheit? No, it definitely not. We were seeing tennis ball-sized hail back there in the ditch, guys, like 20 minutes after that storm went through. So if we're able to see tennis ball-sized stones 20 minutes after it fell, I think it's reasonable to believe we might see at least, golf ball-sized hail here after baseball-sized hail fell, like 18 minutes ago, 15, whatever it was. So, no, guys, I'm not out here hyping this. I can't be any more honest and upfront with you folks. The proof is in the pudding back there, guys. We saw a tennis ball-sized hail on the side of the road up to 20 minutes after that storm went through. So I believe that since we're roughly that same time period, if we had baseball-sized hail falling here, that we'll probably be able to find somewhere along this path, unless it dumped its hail core prior to here, somewhere along this path we will find some larger hail. But it looks like, because there's no hail on the ground here, period, and we're northeast of Larned, that it's probably dumped its hail core prior to here. And if you folks look back at this radar loop on Radar Omega, you'll see that that storm absolutely fizzled out once it got northeast of Larned. So I think that all of our hail was concentrated over Larned and points probably south and southwest of there. So I'm going to pull over for a minute here. I might want to take us back to Larned and see what we can find. Oh, there's some stones here on the side of the road. Back up a bit. I might see if I can sneak out and catch and pick that one up. I don't know if that's a giant rock or if that's a big hailstone. I think I ran it over. Okay, well, as soon as the semi goes by, I'm going to go pick out this hailstone here and see what it looks like. I ran it over. And it's literally the only hailstone I've seen here since Larned, and I ran it over, but there's part of it still left. Alright, so... Oh, it's melting all over me. Okay, we've got tennis ball size hailstones right here, so they did not melt. The proof's in the pudding, folks. I'm out here. I'm not lying to you guys. Hold on here. I'm trying to flip over to the phone. This is freezing my hand right now. Here we go, guys. And girls. Those are, golf ball and I guess hen egg size. That's probably about 2 1/4 inches. So it's been about 15-20 minutes or so, and that's what we got. They've been melting since, so I believe there might have been baseballs in there. Here. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to throw that in the ditch. Wouldn't that be something? Crack the windshield on hailstones that we threw. Wouldn't that be something? Here, I'll show you those hailstones again here. So that's what they looked like just a second ago. Those are at least hen egg size stones. So they probably were baseballs here when they came down. I believe that 100%. So I'm going to continue on and see if we can find anything else. These were in the grass. So on the in the grass there, they are still kind of accumulated down there. So yeah, we may want to keep a look on that. Keep a lookout for those, but those were definitely probably pretty big. So we're looking at almost a 20-minute time lapse that they've been sitting there melting, and it's about 60, 65 degrees out here. This storm is really falling apart, guys. It's up north of Great Bend right now. It's falling apart quick. We'll continue with it for a little while. I mean, I'm probably going to turn around here pretty quick. There might be some, I can't tell if that's hail on the side of the road or if that's just dry patches, but some hail. There's some hail. The rumble strips right there were full of hail. That's funny. And this guy is going really, really slow. So the storms that I'm kind of interested in are these down here. I wonder if that's going to be our secondary target. I don't know why I'm even driving northeast at this point. Let's go back to Larned. Worst case scenario, we get some fuel. Eventually, I'm going to have to get moving south because tomorrow we've got the that slight risk for severe weather, big hail, and damaging winds. Northwest Texas and the Texas Panhandle, southwest Oklahoma. I'm going to start heading back toward Larned for right now. No target right now. Target is unknown. But we're definitely not done yet, guys and girls. I need to wait and see what happens with these other storms that are down there near Kinsley. Second wave on HR, so I'm going to go down and retrace my steps if any of that forms, but if it doesn't, yeah, I'm going to be positioning for tomorrow, that's for sure. Yeah, if you are watching and you live in like Larned or was that Lewis? Any of those areas that got hail damage, and you saw some hail damage, you can share the photos in our Discord. I won't post them on social media or anything without your permission, don't worry. But if you do want to share them for the community, just on the off chance we have someone down there. Start getting hail that's 2 inches or bigger, that's when you start getting windshield damage and such. Anything under 2 inches, I mean, yeah, you can wreck your wind if you're moving quick, but if you're stationary, usually it won't break it. When you remove that, the vector of the vehicle, you know, the speed and motion of the vehicle, your likelihood of breaking window glass on your vehicle goes way down. When you're moving, you're not only is that hailstone coming down at 9.8 meters per whatever, you're also smacking it going forward. So you've got those two forces, and you're more likely to break everything. That's why if you get into big hail, it's just best to just pull over and stop. 9 times out of 10, you'll be fine. I might tool around town a little bit here. We took one loop through. We might take another one. I don't even know if there's service, if there's much for gas in Larned or anything. I think today is underperforming a little bit. Yeah. I mean, that's good. I mean, these people out here are used to these hailstorms. I mean, it's kind of just part of living out in this part of the world, but it's good that we're not seeing, you know, widespread baseball-size hail. I mean, sporadic baseball-size hail is bad enough, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, there's lots of hail in this golf course. Let's go take a look. Country club or whatever. Let me take you out of the car. I'm going to go run onto this golf course and hope I don't get hit by a golf ball. I don't know if I'll be able to stream or not. I'll try out of the car here.
Falkland's trying to intensify. Where at? Down west of Greensburg. Where's the outflow boundaries right now? Look at that first storm you came through with not a boundary. There's so many boundaries on radar right now, it's not even funny.
I need something to wipe my hands on now. Hold on a second. Did that come through? Hold on, did I not? Hold on, guys. Did that not come through? Did what come through? Damn it. Shit. Okay, well, great. Okay, well, let me see if I can do this, figure out what's wrong here. Great. Yes, guys, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Just a second. Just a second, guys. Hold on a minute. 1 minute. I'm trying to show you guys the hail. I'm trying. I'm really trying. It's just something's broken here. I'm trying my best, okay? I don't know. I'm not understanding what's broken here. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'll just have to record it and play it back for you. Stand by. Alright, I pre-recorded this, so I'm gonna play it back for you guys. I'm sorry, I was not aware that we were not streaming out of the car. I don't know what's broken. No idea what's broken there. I was not aware of that. So as soon as this gets sent over, there we go. So that's showing some of the bigger hailstones out there. There's some 1 inch to maybe 2 inches. Those were keep in mind those for a half an hour now. They've been on the ground. Back that up and play it one more time for you folks. So this is definitely this was definitely a hailer. That's for sure. Considering how long those have had to melt and the fact that they're still, you know, somewhat impressive. Again, I just pre-recorded this here a minute ago for you all. No idea why the wireless camera was not working there. I apologize. I did not know that. I don't know why it's broken today. It should not be broken, but it was for whatever reason. Now it's working. Well, that's just my luck. Hold on, it'll refresh. Just need off. Yeah, now it works. Go figure. Whatever, I guess we just had to yell at it. That's the story of my life. But I'll have to go back and figure out why that failed, because that could have been a giant tornado that I would have had to get out and film, and it would not have went through. So I will have to go back and figure out, look at the logs here and see what failed. That's weird. Never had that not work before. It makes me think it was a camera issue, not a network or server issue. Yeah, typically yelling at your technology that's broken works. Sometimes hitting it against the ground a few times, or you know, hitting it with your fist a few times. That does actually usually fix it. So that's okay. We had the next best thing: record and play back. Coming through downtown Larned. I don't know if you could really see it on the camera very well, folks, but there's little pieces of sticks and leaves everywhere, and that's pretty common with hail damage. The hail brings the foliage down, but I don't see much in the way of damage out here. which is obviously good, so we don't want to see that. Possible that it was really sporadic. You can see here, we've got this other little cell that's going up over us, but I don't think that's really going to do much. It doesn't seem to really be taking off. Let's see if we want to go south. Oh yeah, we got to go this way for 56. I've got some very minor street flooding here. There's maybe 3-4 inches of pounding water, but, you know, big deal. Probably happens in that spot every time it rains. I don't know, guys. Kind of a weird day. Yeah, I don't see any broken windshields on any of these parked cars that I'm coming across. Or broken back windows. Those usually break a lot easier. So we'll keep heading this way. Kind of getting out of the area where the hail core passed now, so I'm probably not going to see much this way. Oh, that's right. This is the road that's got the road construction. I think we're going to end up with a nice sunset. I don't know if we're done or not. I honestly don't. I like to hope we're not. I think we've got some more activity to the south. Something will probably happen. But it's definitely not a guarantee. Probably going to target somewhere along Highway 82. Maybe south of Paducah, Texas tomorrow, I think. That'll be tomorrow's game plan, I think.
Continue on US 56 west for 21 miles. This route
the base of this little rain shower that went up next to us. Beautiful sunset, even though there's a bunch of water on the lens kind of ruining it. My chat is stuck like from 20 minutes ago, guys. Beautiful sunset. I'm going to keep that camera view for a minute, I think. One of these days my chat will work. Hold on a second, everyone. 1 second. sunset. About to lose the sun here too, it looks like. What a beautiful night. I'm going to start tentatively heading toward my target area for tomorrow, but if something pops up along the way, I mean, we'll chase it. Yeah, this is a good view. I completely agree. But I'm going to keep the stream going for a while, folks. Like I said, we're going to eventually come across something, maybe, sort of. I don't know. I see a bunch of people that are familiar in the chat. It's nice to see people that are, that we've seen here before. Familiar faces, so to speak. Storms down to our south are starting to get their acts together a little bit. Hold on, I gotta answer somebody's question real quick. Hold on one second. Gotta take a phone call. 46 right now. Debating if I want to try to catch one of these storms down here or not. I don't know if I can. I'm going to tilt the camera around just for a minute here and show you a look at those storms to our south. So hold on, take a quick sunset break. You can see those storms are just to our south. Sun looks like it just got below the horizon. Just barely. We'll take a look at those storms here. I think we're going to end up running right into them here once we get south of Kinsley. Thanks, Darla, for your super chat. Get on Highway 183 here. But that'll be just a little south of town. Miles here until 183. That's what we want, I think. Kind of a nice slow-paced day today. We did just get a special weather statement, though, on that cluster of storms. for 50 mile per hour wind and nickel-size hail could be possible to any of those storms there in the blue flashing box. Coming up on 183 any second now, I think. Just coming into Kinsley. That is one hell of a view there. There's a look just to our south. Those are those storms I was discussing a second ago. We did not come up through this way, no. We went up, was it like 19 or something like that? Telling me not to go. What? It says I can't. Well, I can't turn there, so I guess we're not turning there. What the frick? Got this marked as a detour. Looks like we probably just have to go to the other side of town here. Shouldn't be a big deal. Shouldn't be, anyway. No, Google, I'm good. We'll follow the detour. Yeah, there's been a couple of tornado warnings up there in Nebraska today. I don't think anything produced a tornado, though.
Continue straight to stay on US 56
to my knowledge.
Continue straight to stay on US 56 West, then use the right lane to turn left onto West 8th Street.
They don't have anything. Where's the
Use the
detour
right
here?
lane to turn left onto West 8th Street, then turn right onto Massachusetts Avenue.
I'm just going to take what GPS is telling me because I haven't seen anything marked as a detour up here. Understand how it wants me to get through town here.
In 600 feet, turn left onto West 10th Street. Turn left onto West 10th Street.
Yeah, they've got the detour marked here, but they didn't have the detour marked back there. I wonder if the sign blew over in the storm or something. I did not see one.
West 10th Street. In 600 feet, turn right onto Niles Avenue, US 183 Highway South. Turn right onto Niles Avenue, US 183 Highway South.
Communications, Big Cat Station 1.
Weird.
Continue on US 183 Highway South for 54 miles. Turn left onto Niles Avenue, US 183 Highway South.
I don't know what this thing's doing.
Head east on East 10th Street toward Kinsley Avenue.
That's what I'm on.
Turn left onto Niles
see what I'm talking about with Google Maps just being awful? We turned right like a mile ago. I don't know what's going on here. This one storm out ahead of us here. We'll go take a look at it. Starting to get a hail core. It actually might go severe down there just north of Greensburg. It might go severe, so we'll take off after it here. It's definitely worth our time. Yesterday was more active than today, for sure. I think tomorrow's going to be active. It'll probably be an earlier stream, too. Maybe like 3, 4 in the afternoon-ish. Which is nice. I prefer starting earlier. A little bit more daylight, especially this time of year. That storm over there is the one we're headed to. Well, that's the eastern extent of it here. Now, if we look due south, that's our core up in there. We're about to go through it. So we'll see if it's probably going to have some small hail. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if it intensifies to severe limits here at some point. This is, in fact, the exact same way we came up to wherever we were. It's kind of unfortunate, though. It's 7:30 and it's getting pretty dark out. I mean, that's just the time of the year. I mean, it's going to be this way until, what? March. I don't remember what the rough time. I guess if I had to guess, the next time that this area out here probably would get like an 8 o'clock sunset would probably be the first week of April. I don't know. But, you know, we have this problem too in the winter, the off season, or not the off season, but the slower season. You know, we'll be down in the southeast, Louisiana and stuff, and it's getting dark out by 6:30. And almost every storm that we have out there is after dark then. So it's always so hard to see anything. That's why it's not as much fun to be doing this during the slower season, but you still have to, you know, if you're going to make a job out of this or basically a lifestyle out of this like I do, you've got to be out there anyway, even if it's not the most enjoyable, but it still beats sitting behind a desk or something, that's for sure. Like we could have storms tomorrow in the East Texas Panhandle and Northwest Texas as early as 2 or 3 p.m. That would be kind of nice to have them a little bit earlier. Tilt you folks up a little bit. There's a lot of storm to see here. About to make that curve in the road here. Really close to this thing now. It's not super impressive on radar, but it's got my attention anyway. That's something that we need to keep an eye on here for a little bit. A little bit of lightning on these. Not a whole lot, but there is some. Car we've seen coming down the road here in a while. Take a look off to the north. You can see the back side of this with the clear blue sky behind it. This would make for a really nice picture if it was dark out. Get a little bit of lightning to illuminate that and some stars behind it. That'd look pretty neat. There is some small hail on the road up here. Like pea-size hail. That's about it though. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Those are rocks. Are they? Yeah, those are little rocks. Never mind. It's just little pieces of gravel all over the road. Now we're starting to missed. Coming into the backside of this little rain core. Pretty decent downpour now. A lot more rain in this than I thought there would be. And it's over just like that. Keep heading south. We're gonna run across another one here in just a minute. Not much water on the road, but I'll tell you what, tried to pull us over into the ditch. This road's kind of slippery. Like it's got some oil on it or something. was good lightning. I don't know where it came from though. I think it was back behind us. That's the last little storm that we're going to go through for a while. Oh, that was good lightning too. That was over there. My chat just keeps getting frozen, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. I might need to see if there's a third-party client we can use for the chat. I'm going to start winding the stream down, though, folks. We're going to be about done. If anything else pops up, I mean, I can go back live again, but I can only milk this for so long, you know. Trying to find excuses to continue to be live here, but I think we're just running out of storms. You know, that's the one requirement that we have here on this channel to stream is some sort of interesting weather, and I'm really running out of that here. But I suspect there will be a live stream tomorrow, sometime between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. for a start time. I sincerely appreciate everybody who's followed along today, especially our super chatters, PayPal contributors, channel members, Radar Omega viewers. I'm going to keep streaming here till I get down toward Greensburg. Thanks, Darla. I have to go do a motorist assist here quickly, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. I'll keep the camera active in Radar Omega, though, for a while, if you want to go ahead and watch the video here. But, folks, there's just not a lot. We're not even going to get... We've got some lightning right now, but we're about to lose the lightning show. Thanks again. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, I think we're going to have a couple of days where not much happens. But that's pretty typical. This time of the year, we get into these. We get an active period and a slow period, and then an active period. You know, we usually get 2, 3, sometimes 4 days of active severe weather, and then it's just dead quiet for 3, 4, 5 days. And it's just that cycle repeats. Pretty common. It's not like March, April, May, June, July, where it's one day after another. So I hope you all have a fantastic night. And again, thanks for being part of this channel and helping me grow this operation. And also, a big thanks to our moderators and our staff. Sorry that today was a little short, but we'll make up for it tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.